It's Javi from a Sampler Pod with our first episode of Wrestlethoughts. This is a show where we're going to talk about wrestling's past, present, and future, and some news also sprinkled in, which actually this week, ironically enough, we're going to start with the news. We have AEW presented supposedly the evidence showing CM Punk was in the wrong with the whole Jack Perry situation, had all in, and honestly, to me, it was their biggest mistake they've ever done, other than firing Punk. But this was the biggest mistake they've ever done. How are you going to put footage that literally states exactly what CM Punk said in his interview? Who is it trying to make look bad? Are you trying to make your company look bad, or are you trying to make CM Punk look bad? Are you trying to search for the truth and whatever and just let people see whatever it is? Because to me, that makes no sense. It has no business sense. And that's one thing I do love about Triple H. He's all about business. He's all about making money, making better storylines, making more entertainment, making better things for people to watch on TV. But Tony Khan, apparently, just like CM Punk said, he's a clown. He's a good guy, but a clown. He has really good intentions because everybody that you hear interviewing, I don't know him personally or anything like that, never interviewed him, but whenever you hear somebody talk about Tony Khan, they're always like, oh, the guy's great. The guy's really, really nice. He's very passionate. He loves the business. But then when it comes down to it, he's not really doing his job. It almost seems like he's playing 2K24, but in real life with real human beings. This to me makes absolutely no sense at all. And then to make it even worse, they're trying to get, it seems like what they're trying to do is get a little ratings pop, which hopefully we'll have the ratings in a couple of days. But at what cost? You're basically just stating that CM Punk is still to this day is your biggest star. Because on your own, you can't get any ratings. Because you took Edge over there. Nothing happened. You have all these other WWE guys. You have an amazing roster for nothing. Because all you do is have these random matches with no storylines. In fact, the only good storyline that I have seen is the last one was with Christian, which actually he had a good character. Before that, MJF, and that's it. That's it. And you could say that MJF is the only homegrown talent that you could say that might turn into a big star. That if they went to WWE, it would make a huge impact. Because I don't think any of the other guys will make a big impact unless they take some time, go to NXT, and then go through the paces, and they turn him into a star. Which is one thing that AEW is terrible at. AEW cannot make stars, and that's one thing that we said about WWE a few years back. But guess what? Now they're running on all cylinders. They're creating stars. In fact, right now we had Monday Night Raw without Roman Reigns, and it was actually pretty good, right? People have the expectation of, oh, what's going to happen with Roman Reigns? Now we got used to not having Roman Reigns around, so guess what? He's there. But then now on top you have Damian Priest, which you literally just leveled up. You have Drew McIntyre, which has been doing amazing work, especially the stuff against CM Punk, which, granted, by the way, he's done a much better job trolling CM Punk than AEW will ever do, or any of the Young Bucks will ever do, because guess what? Those people are not credible, and what they say makes no sense. That's the reason. As simple as that. Now, hopefully they do get a little bit of a ratings pop, but the question is, how do you follow it up? How do you follow it up? Are you actually going to get any new fans watching your show, or any old fans like me that I used to love watching AEW and I stopped watching because it was absolute trash? It was not entertaining at all. So now what are they going to do to capitalize on that? Because are you going to keep on using CM Punk for that when he's not even in the company anymore? That just makes you look even worse. So I really don't know. I really don't know what's going to happen with this whole situation. All I know is that Tony Khan is looking really bad right now. They have to hire someone that knows the business, somebody that knows all the ins and outs of the business, somebody that the people there respect, that they actually want to listen to, that they actually do not necessarily what they're told step by step, but at least take constructive criticism and make it work. Kind of like what happens in WWE, which, by the way, ironically enough, after the whole thing with Punk never going back or whatever it is, guess what? Now Punk has the WWE he always wanted. It's not like he hated the company or whatever it is. It was just certain people within the company and certain attitudes that he didn't like. So guess what? Now he said that the locker room seems a lot friendlier. Management's better. Everything makes a lot more sense. And they're making... They almost can't make any more money. In fact, they even changed the set to Monday Night Raw, kind of like the one from Stand and Deliver, because they had to sell more tickets. Like, they put 19,000 people for Monday Night Raw in that stadium, in the Wells Fargo Center the other day on Monday, which was, I mean, come on. Like, what else are you gonna do? WrestleMania, there was people behind the stage on the top floor. They can't sell any more tickets, even if they can't print more tickets. Like, they're selling everything they have. They're selling out. They've had, I think it's 19 sellouts in a row. Why? Because of that. Well, you have AEW selling. They can't even sell 3,000 tickets for for what should be their premiere episode. Their most important show of the week, which is Dynamite. So I don't know. Like I said, I'm really kind of shocked. But hey, at least, like Punk would say, tell me if I'm telling lies. All right, guys. The other thing that I want to talk about was Jacob Fatu. Apparently, WWE has signed him. I'm not sure if he's going to go to NXT or is he going to go straight to the main roster. The guy does have the skills to go straight to the main roster. I guess they may want to keep him in NXT or at least in the Performance Center for a little bit, just to give him the feel of what the WWE style is, where you slow down a little bit and you make everything make sense, make it a little bit more significant every time you do a move, not just do a move for doing a move sake, like they do in other companies. So I think they're probably going to want to polish him a little bit, but the guy is absolutely amazing. Like I've said previously in December Prod, I had the honor of seeing him in Reality of Wrestling, Booker T's school, and I mean the guy. I mean it was a banger, against some random dude. The guy put on an amazing match. I mean it was super fun. The guy honestly looks scary. Like he's one of these guys that's like, he seems like a cool guy, but then you really don't want to mess with him. That's him. That's him. He's kind of like if you would take Samoa Joe Solo, put him together with a high flyer, because the guy could actually do moonsaults and everything. But he's still a big guy. He's still a badass. So I mean, I'm sure he's going to go to the Bloodline and do something. I'm not sure if they're going to have two different factions within the Bloodline. That we'll talk about in a separate episode. But honestly, I think it was a great sign. I mean, they did an amazing. He's an amazing wrestler. The other thing is that Stand and Deliver, I was able to spend some time with JJ and the family. That was actually really cool. I enjoyed the time there. Thank you very much, guys. You were very gracious hosts. I even got to go to the Hershey's factory store and everything, and unfortunately, I got a lot of candy, but that's fine. We'll try to hold off on those, and I gave a lot away. So let's see. All right, guys. So to wrap it up, just make sure to like and subscribe. Keep on watching all of our shows. JJ has the solo stuff. I have my solo stuff, and then we're gonna have the regular Sampler Pod Classic. Just be on the lookout for that. Like I said, just please also let us know what you think. Tell us in the comments if you agree with what we're saying. Tell me if you agree that CM Punk was right in this whole thing, or if you think he was wrong. So just let me know. And all right, guys. So just take care. Be safe. Peace.